Target 11. Listening for classifications. Questions 1 to 5. Question 1.
It's easy to upgrade your ticket from economy class to first class. It costs just a little bit more, and it will enhance your travel experience in several ways. While we have roomy seats in both economy and first class, our first class passengers are also offered pillows and blankets so they can nap in comfort. Snacks are served in economy class, while full meals are served to all first class passengers. As an economy class passenger, you'll be offered the most current magazines for your entertainment, but you'll have to bring your own DVDs if you want to watch movies. In first class, we show complimentary first-run movies.
Question 2.
Do you want to go to the movies tonight? There's a great film showing at the Royal Theatre.
The Royal Theatre? I never like the movies there. They only show violent types like horror and war movies.
So, what kind of movie do you like?
Oh, romantic movies and classic movies, like the ones they show at the Deluxe Theatre.
Question 3.
Although butterflies and moths look very similar, they aren't exactly alike. There are several ways to tell the difference between them. The most well-known difference is that butterflies fly during the day, while moths are night flyers. Additionally, when butterflies rest, they fold their wings back. Moths at rest hold their wings in a horizontal position. The antennae are different also. Butterflies have thin antennae, and moths often have feathery antennae.
Question 4.
I have so much to do to get ready for the party. I have to clean the house, cook.
You've bought all the food already, haven't you?
Yes, the shopping's done, and I've planned all the decorations too.
When did you mail the invitations?
Mail the invitations? Oh no, I guess I'd better do that today.
Question 5.
Trees for landscaping your garden can be divided into 3 categories. Some trees we plant to add beauty to the yard. They're chosen for their beautiful flowers or interesting leaves. These are the ornamental trees. If you live in a sunny location, then you'll probably want to plant some shade trees. These are usually tall, broadleaf trees. Finally, we have the evergreens. Every garden should have at least one to provide a bit of green year-round. Most evergreens are cone-bearing trees with needles instead of leaves.
Target 12. Listening for comparisons and contrasts. Questions 1 to 4. Question 1.
How's your new job?
It's great. Much better than my old job.
Really? That's wonderful. You're earning more money now, aren't you?
Yeah, the salary's a lot higher, but I have to work more hours.
Too bad. I remember you had a really good schedule at your old job.
Yes, I miss that. But the job itself is pretty similar. I have the same kind of responsibilities that I had before.
That makes it easier. Are you still working in the same place?
No, now I have to go to the other side of town. But at least I can still take the bus like I did for my old job.
Well, that's convenient.
Question 2.
The new Riverdale Library will have its grand opening next month. The new library, which has been under construction for the past 2 years, stands on the same site as the old library. But there the similarity ends. The new library is much larger than the old 2-story building, boasting 4 floors of books and 2 floors of offices, as well as an underground parking garage, which everyone agrees will be a great improvement over the old outside parking lot. With so much space to fill, we have greatly expanded the size of our book collection. You will continue to enjoy the same services as before: online book renewal, free internet access, and the Ask a Librarian hotline that you enjoyed at the old library will also be available at our new facilities.
Question 3. I'm interested in joining the health club, but I see you have 2 types of membership.
Yes, we have both full and associate memberships. The full membership costs almost twice as much as the associate, and many members feel it's worth the extra cost.
What's the difference between them?
With both types of membership, you're entitled to the use of all our club facilities, and you can take advantage of all our fitness classes as well. You also get use of the locker room with both memberships, but full members get extra locker room privileges, such as your own locker exclusively for your use and laundry service as well. May I sign you up for a full membership today?
I'm not sure. The associate membership sounds fine to me.
Let me point out that with the full membership you also get a complimentary individualised fitness plan tailored just for you. Associate members may take advantage of this service as well, but they have to pay extra for it.
I'll have to think about it. Question 4.
Toads and frogs begin their lives in similar ways. The eggs hatch in or near water, and the babies, called tadpoles, spend the first part of their lives living in the water. When they become adults, frogs continue to live in the water, while adult toads usually live on the land. When you come across one of these animals, how can you tell whether it's a toad or a frog? The easiest way is to touch its skin. Frogs have smooth skin, while the skin of toads is generally rough and bumpy. Their shape is somewhat different also, with toads being plumper and broader than frogs. What is a more typical sound on a summer evening than a chorus of croaking frogs or toads? Both these animals make their croaking sound by inflating a sac in their throat.
Target 13. Listening for negative meanings. Questions 7 to 12. Question 7.
The flora and fauna of this region are adapted to the special climate. It hardly ever rains here, even in the winter. Most of the year, there is barely a cloud to be seen in the sky.
Question 8.
Your essay writing exam is coming up tomorrow, so I'd like to review some of the testing rules with you now. The good news is that you'll have an unlimited amount of time to write your essay. You won't, however, be permitted to consult a dictionary while writing the exam. Neither can you take anything else into the testing room with you except a pen.
Question 9.
I'm in a bit of a hurry. Do you think you can fix the problem with my car today?
I'm sorry, but I'm behind schedule. I won't be able to get to it until the weekend.
Then I'll have to take a bus to work tomorrow.
Question 10.
What a restaurant! Never in my life have I tasted such delicious food.
You really think so? But don't you think the service was too slow?
Not a bit. I can't wait to go back there.
Question 11.
Botanists and other flower lovers enjoy visiting this area in the spring and summer to see the abundant variety of wildflowers. In the early spring, it isn't uncommon to find violets, and later in the season, there is a profusion of wild roses as well. Many also come here seeking the wild iris, although that is more rarely seen in these parts.
Question 12.
I have so much homework this week. Not only do I have to write 2 papers, I have to read 4 books, too.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, well, at least I don't have any exams to study for.
Target 14. Listening for chronology. Questions 1 to 5. Question 1.
I'm interested in renting an apartment in this building.
Okay, first you'll have to fill out an application. Then, before you submit it, you'll need to get 2 references.
References?
Yes, from former landlords or your boss or someone like that who can vouch for your responsibility. All right, so you do that, then you'll have to have some money ready for a deposit. As soon as we have an available apartment, we'll notify you, and we'll ask that you pay a deposit to hold it for you.
I have to pay the deposit before signing the lease?
Well, of course, we'll refund it if you decide not to take the apartment, but the deposit holds it for you while you look the apartment over and decide whether or not you want it.
Question 2. Today we'll take a look at the life of classical composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Mozart was born in Austria in 1756. His father, Leopold, was a well-known music teacher and published an important textbook on violin playing shortly after Wolfgang's birth. Young Wolfgang showed his genius at an early age, beginning to write his own musical compositions at the age of 5. This was one factor that led to his father's decision to take Wolfgang and his sister on performing tours around Europe beginning in 1762. After a childhood of touring Europe, Mozart visited Vienna in 1781 and decided to settle there. He had been greatly saddened during his tour of 1777 when his mother, who was accompanying him, died while they were abroad. He looked forward to a new life in Vienna. Question 3.
How'd your trip to the beach go?
Fantastic. Well, mostly. Of course, we had to leave home at 5 in the morning.
Ouch, so early.
Yeah, but then by lunchtime, we were almost there.
So where'd you have lunch? At that burger place, right?
No, we just had a roadside picnic to save time. We'd made our sandwiches the night before we left.
You're so organized.
I guess, whatever. So, anyhow, back in the car after lunch, we started arguing about a place to stay. We finally agreed on the White Sands Motel.
I've been there. It's all right.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing we left home early because by the time we got there was only one room left at the motel, so we were lucky to get it. We went swimming as soon as we checked in.
Question 4.
I have to do this research project for my sociology class, and I don't know how to begin.
Is that Professor Miller's class? I took it last year. It's a great class.
Really? Can you help me get started?
Sure. Well, I guess so. Well, I'd say the most important thing is get a partner. It's much easier working with someone else.
So the first thing is to get a partner.
You probably should choose a research topic first, then find a classmate who's also interested in your topic. Then you need the professor's approval.
Approval for what?
No, wait. Okay, first you and your partner design your research. You write up your questionnaire and decide whom you will interview and all that.
Then we get the professor's approval for our research design?
Yes. And then you can start your research.
Question 5.
Welcome to Waterside Gardens. We'll begin our tour by walking through the Rose Garden, just as soon as everyone has shown me his or her tickets. Following the Rose Garden, we'll view the pond area. We'll visit the greenhouse after everyone who so desires has had a chance to photograph the butterfly garden. It is our most picturesque area. And that's it. I hope